Hey Modrunners, welcome to another episode of Modrenman. Today's episode is a photography episode. More specifically, today we're going to be talking about GoPro's. What a GoPro is it's basically a little mini video camera that's lightweight and you can mount it in several different locations. The reason why I got a GoPro is for actually a couple of reasons. I got it for taking it underwater for when I'm scuba diving, as well as eventually I want to be able to put it on a quadcopter, helicopter, and be able to do aerial. So a lot of videographers out there that are doing that, and I thought it would be really cool for me to do something like that. So today's episode is basically talking about GoPros. This is my GoPro here, and it is a Hero 3 Black. There's a newer version out that's got the Plus on it, and the Hero 3 Plus has actually got a little bit better reviews than the Hero 3, but this is the one I have, and I've used it a couple of times, and I really like it. Some people out there don't know what a GoPro is, and as you can see here, it's super tiny and it's made for using for recording video. It also records stills, but video applications are the best that it's made for. Skiers, snowboarders, surfers, scuba divers, motorcyclists. It shoots in high definition. Depending on which version you have, it shoots at different frame rates. This is the Hero 3 Black, so it'll shoot at 120 frames per second. So basically what that means is if I'm shooting something at a really high frame rate, 120 frames per second, if I slow that down to about 30 frames a second, then it'll take something and it'll record it, so it'll slow it down and it'll spectacular views. There's a lot of other YouTubers out there that do an amazing job. So just Google GoPro, different YouTubers, and you can see some incredible videos. If you just go to the GoPro site, they have tons of different videos out there, and it's absolutely amazing. My review is basically just very much an introductory on what it is. So this one here, as you can see here, is got super small. And it's got a clip adapter on it. It comes with first off, when you first buy it, it comes in a plastic container. And I recommend you saving the shell, because this can actually use as a great, single straight platform that you want to just rest it on a table. And the other ones will do that too, but it gives it a little bit more of a stable platform. So I recommend you saving that. I have it mounted on my helmet here. When I mount it on the helmet, I also put an adapter on it so that it shoots somewhat straight. What I can do is I can take it off and I can mount it on top of this adapter here. And now when I mount it to here, I can actually angle it. This clips in, locks in place, and now when I mount it inside this, I can actually mount it so that it's shooting straight. Depending on where you position it, you could position it on top of a helmet directly in the middle. But if you want to do like cool stuff, if you're leaning into your motorcycle or whatnot, you can still shoot vertical and get some really cool shots that way. Obviously, you'll edit it later. But that's just one example. It also has several different mounts. There's a chest strap mount for if you're like skydiving. It has a mount, a larger curved mount. It has a tripod mount, which is right here. So if you're attaching, you can attach it to a tripod because it screws into the tripod there, so it mounts there like that. You can actually take it out of its housing here, and this is an underwater housing, so it's completely sealed, so I can take it when I'm scuba diving. But this is the camera itself, and super lightweight. You can mount it if you want to save a little bit of weight. You can mount it with the skeleton back, so that obviously don't take that scuba diving because it's open in the back. But this is the camera itself, and they have a frame for it, which is another way of lightweight. You'll see motorcyclists, you'll see mountain bikers, surfers put it in the water housing. In terms of it records it on a mini or a micro SD card. This is a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, so you can just swap out different cards. You can use this adapter here and plug it directly from the camera into a television. So if you want to play back on your TV, you can do it that way. Charging it is as simple as plugging it into a USB charger and charges on the cable, connects right to the camera. So in terms of sealing the camera, I didn't really talk about closing the camera back up. So you place it in the housing here and you close the back, and then it just folds over and locks in place, and it seals up so you can take it scuba diving or snorkeling so that it's waterproof. I'll actually show you a couple of examples of the area in terms of the different views. It shoots on different wide angles. So I'll cut now and I'll show you a couple of different wide angles. Before we get into the different angles, I also want to point out that the Hero 3 Black, you can also buy an adapter for the other cameras, but the Hero 3 Black has Wi-Fi. And you can actually set up settings so that you can control your Wi-Fi using your phone. So going into the setup, this is the wide here. So let me activate the wide. So this is the wide. Changing the settings up, I can go to a narrower setting. Okay, so this is the medium setting. So you can see it's a little bit more shallow. And then finally, I will stop that. And this is the narrow setting. It's pretty cool having the Wi-Fi so that you can actually connect and change things up. Makes it a little bit easier. But just remember that when you're using the Wi-Fi, that it will drain your battery a lot quicker. So make sure you have extra batteries on hand and or don't use the Wi-Fi as often. I hope everybody's enjoying the videos. So please make sure that you subscribe and that you give it a thumbs up, like the videos, share the videos with your friends. I'm on YouTube. Share the channel with your friends. Let people watch the videos. I'm doing it for you guys so that you can find something out there that might spark your passion. But whatever it is out there, whatever that excites you, whatever hobbies you're into, whatever profession that you want to get into, whatever it is, I want you to go out there and find your passion.